Fox News contributor, Kaltbaum Capital Management President Gary Kaltbaum. Gary, I will just pose this to you. To me, and I talked to people on the phone about this yesterday and today, why aren't investors freaked out about this? Because there are two limiting factors for Apple. How much hardware can you procure, and how much data do you have that you have access to train AI models? The answer for Apple is little to none. They will never be able to do what Microsoft, Facebook, and Google are doing. They have to go out and buy and indirectly from OpenAI this technology and indirectly pay Microsoft for it.
Well, first off, after listening to all of you, I'm even more confused now than I was yesterday on AI. And I've been studying it left and right. Look, Dagan, you're correct. Apple is not only behind, but way, way behind. They're trying to play catch up. They are big time depending now on a huge upgrade cycle because of the two letters AI. And that's why you see in their earnings report, as well as yesterday, I think the two initials AI were mentioned several thousand times. I believe they're going to be buying it. I think probably covertly they'll try to do something with it, but their best move is probably just to partner up and move forward and hope that people are going to upgrade left and right as they move forward.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the guys behind all that AI, NVIDIA. 10-for-1 stock split yesterday. Gary, did you add to your position on that split or not?
I have not. We're up almost triple digits since January on it. We're sticking with what we have. We're not thrilled with a 10-for-1 stock split. It just trades differently. I'd rather not see big stock splits, but so far, stock's acting fine. I would love to see it rest for a few weeks. It's got a little too noisy and a little too far too fast, but so far so good. And if they grow the way they say they grow, they're going to grow into their price. So I think we're in good stead right now. We'll keep fingers crossed it continues.
So, Gary, we're expecting to hear from the Fed tomorrow on rate decisions, and we're widely expecting them to remain unchanged. But everyone talks about when could we possibly see a rate cut for this year. But what's interesting about what you are tracking is it's not so much paying attention to the rate cut decision from the Fed, but you've got your eye on the 10-year yield. Take us more inside, your thinking and what that says about the importance of the investor. And, I guess my question to you is this kind of the investor leading the Fed? How do you see it?
Well, as you know, I like root canal a little bit more than I like the central banks and the things that they have done.
Yeah.
I'm just a big believer that the free market has really driven the bus as of recent. Watch the 10-year yield. It's stabilized in around 4.25 to 4.75. And I'll hand it to Jay Powell for one thing, and that's not doing much over the last few months. If these people in government, whether it's the Fed or D.C. or state governments, just learn to leave us alone, let the markets be free, let businesses do their thing, everything will be just fine. But they just love sticking their hands into every little thing we do. And that's where you ended up with massive inflation. That's where you ended up the distortions in housing. So hopefully they do nothing. He'll yap around in the presser tomorrow. I won't understand anything he has to say, and we'll move forward. And the big thing is, if the 10-year yield stays stable, I think we're okay. But longer term, I'm worried about the debt and deficits, because if the bond market ever wakes up to how much debt there's out there, I think we could see 7% on the 10-year and then look out below.
Gary, allow me to take this quick moment and apologize to you for arguing with you back in 2008. You said that we should not, as a nation, bail out those banks, and we should not have bailed out GM and Chrysler. And I argued in favor of it. And I was a dope, and I apologize, and you were right, and I was wrong. There you go.
Dagan, the one thing you are not is a dope. You're one of the smartest people in business on television. Keep up the great work.
But we would not be here if we hadn't done that. Thank you, Gary.
35 trillion says so.
Yep.
Yeah, I hear you.
Look at all this healing happening on set. It's really lovely stuff.
2008.
All friends here.
Thanks, Gary. See ya.
Take care.